politician, humanitarian, and the 39th President of the United States, James Earl Carter Jr., mainly known as Jimmy Carter, passed away at the age of 100 on December 29, 2024, just 3 days before New Year's Day in his hometown, Plains, Georgia. Born and raised in Plains, Georgia, on October 1st, 1924, Jimmy turned 100 3 months ago, making him the longest-lived president and the first to live 100 years old. He also passed away just 1 year after his late wife and the former First Lady, Rosalind Carter, passed away. Now, some people probably wasn't sure if he was going to make it to 100 years old, especially since, he lost the love of his life. Too bad Rosalind was not physically alive to be around Jimmy Carter for his 100th birthday celebration. But he did it. And I was hoping and praying that he would make it to his 100th birthday. And he did. And it was a blessing. When he made it to 100 years old, I was like, hell yeah, yeah, Jimmy Carter. You made it to 100 years. Whoa! That's what I'm talking about. And it was a blessing. Jimmy Carter ran for president from 1977 to 1981. He and his late wife, Rosalind Carter, were married for 77 years, becoming the longest-wed presidential couple, surpassing George and Barbara Bush when celebrating their 77th wedding anniversary on July 7th, 2023. Yes, they've been married since July 7th, 1946. That is a long time. I mean, nowadays, there are a lot of people who don't have a long-lasting marriage like those two. Any other people who aren't famous or, just regular people. A lot of marriages don't last long like they used to for whatever reason. It's sad. I mean, the divorce rates are all up and everything. It's ridiculous. Jimmy Carter had this to say about his wife when she died. Rosalind was my equal partner in everything I ever accomplished. She gave me wise guidance and encouragement when I needed it. As long as Rosalind was in the world, I always knew somebody loved and supported me. Jimmy Carter asked former President Joe Biden to deliver his eulogy before his passing. Jimmy Carter's funeral was last Thursday on January 9th. In attendance was Bill and Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, Donald and Melania Trump, George H.W. Bush and his wife Laura, Joe Biden and his wife Jill, Kamala Harris and her husband, and amongst others who paid their respects for Jimmy Carter. Michelle Obama was no-show. I heard that Michelle does not like Trump, so that's probably why she did not attend, or maybe she just couldn't make it. And I heard that Jimmy Carter was a good man, and he did a lot of humanitarian work along with his wife Rosalind. A lot of people had good things to say about him. He seemed like he was a good man. Yeah, let's see if Donald Trump will get a nice eulogy. Yeah, I don't think so, because a lot of people do not like Trump unless he changes ways where maybe people give him a nice eulogy. But I digress. I don't see it so far. So Rosalind and Jimmy Carter are now buried next to each other. They have been reunited in the afterlife. Rosalind and Jimmy Carter both rest in peace. I also remember Jimmy Carter in an episode of King of the Hill and of American Dad, where he was an animation version of himself. There was the one scene towards the end of the episode where he falls into some lava. He's screaming out his mind in pain because, he was in some lava. And then all of a sudden, he's still screaming, but at that point, it seemed like his skin must have burnt and melted off, and you saw nothing but his skeleton. And I'm like, well, damn, that's quite disturbing. What the hell, American Dad? Why y'all do Jimmy Carter like that? That was a bit disturbing, to see that scene, to see his skeleton, especially, now knowing he's passed away in reality. So, yeah, rest in peace to Jimmy Carter.